Good morning. Just tell me you can hear me. Good morning, good morning. So market opened, gap low. NQ can sweep this sell side, and then ES failed to sweep this sell side and form sort of a bullish SMT, and then maybe perhaps go back up, fill some of the gap. If it can't close above these gaps, then fail and trade lower. My bias is bearish. I'm looking at the targets. The sell size, the previous day low is already taken, so the sell side, the daily wick, consequent encouragement, and perhaps even lower, the previous weekly low. Where's the first percent fair value gap? Here. Going higher. Something like this. There's a 3-minute BPR. Rejected from the 5-minute BPR. Here. I mean, usually price will react to the mid of the regular trading hour gap, but sometimes if it's really bearish or bullish, yeah, the 0.25 level or 0.75 level, yeah, sometimes they react to it as well, but usually it will draw to the midpoint. It's going higher. Devil's mark 925. Watch out for the gap midpoint. Whoa. Yeah, 10 a.m. news. Is it? It's a consumer sentiment. It's an orange folder, so medium impact. I hope you guys took the Eve short. It was beautiful. Bullish SMT is still intact, so it's just chopping around. Dollars trading lower, so does the USD JPY. So if dollars trading lower, expect higher price for the NQ and ES. And for BTC, like I said, the BTC, you need to pull up the BTC CME futures chart and look at this price action. I said before, there's a sales mark here and a gap here. Price will likely to trade all the way back and tap the gap. Now is the time to look for is the candle going to just wick here and keep open and close above this gap, and then it will find support and then go higher. If the candle can trade through this CME gap, and it will use it as a inversion to send it lower. Basically, if you are trading Bitcoin, you have this Bitcoin chart on your left hand side and have the CME chart on the right hand side. This CME chart acts as like a dollar chart for if you are trading euro. You use it as like a dollar, or you use it like the futures chart, the regular trading hour. Because the price difference from these two charts, they always want to match. So if the futures price is higher and the exchange price is lower, the future price usually will drop back down to match these exchange price. Looks like NQ is going lower now. One minute shift. The 5-minute BPR is holding. Look at this candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these 5-minute candles. Look at these wicks. Something like this. But we have news. Please smash the like button for me, guys. Really appreciate that. 6 minutes for news. We wait for the 10 AM silver bullet. If price is bullish, I expect the 10 AM candle open here and trade lower and sweep some sell side and comes back up, leaving a wick, and then goes higher. but it won't go as high as the previous daily low, the previous daily highs. I think it will be somewhere around the New York midnight open. But sometimes if NQ want to drop, it can drop really aggressively and take out this daily wick consequent encouragement and this sell side, and also perhaps a previous weekly low, because the ES is lower, so and the target is more further away. So if NQ can deliver and ES fail, then you have a higher time frame bullish SMT for you to frame a long if there's a change in state of delivery under the lower time frame. You can't just long when the price drop, okay? You need to wait for the change in state of delivery to find a long setup. A breaker here. If there was on the news, see that 954 candle, it wick into this first presented fair value gap, right? That's your short. You can put your stop loss above this swing highs here and then aim for this. But because we have news, so we just read this. Two minutes to news. If you're trading NQ or ES, it's best to have this chart up next to your futures chart, the QQQ chart and the SPY chart. This is the stop chart for the future market. But because it's only trade in the New York section, you don't have this London section price action and the Asia section price action, right? So you see there's a lot of gaps, and we know that all the gaps will get filled. So by looking at that, you can frame the daily bias. It gives you a map. It's not 100%, but most of the time you see, because they also have the pre-market value as well. So when you look at it before market open, it will show you, is it going to be a bearish day or a bullish day. It will show you the pre-market price. If the pre-market price is lower, it means people like the big money are selling, so it tend to be a bearish day. But there also can be like a Judas swing, right? When the market opens, it trades lower and then it comes back up and then fill the gap above it, just like here. It's going lower. It should take this sell side here and see that the SPY has a larger price to fill. So if NQ can deliver that and ES fail, then you have a bullish SMT and you have a gap up here to be filled. It doesn't mean it can fill the whole gap. Usually you take half of this gap, you aim for that, it's enough. If you sweep the sell side, you find a lower time frame market structure strip and then you enter long, you aim for this gap mid. That's more than enough for you. If it's drop hard and then close below this sell side here, and yeah, it will go lower to here. Because you see there's another big gap lower to get filled. $10 AM open here. There's a tiny bearish SMT with the ES here. Very tiny one. A lot of people are looking for reversal here. They will keep buying the dip, and just keep getting stop out again and again, because the price is not done. I don't think it's done. You got this higher time frame level below this daily wick, a large wick, 19,750.5. This is a daily wick CE. NQ will sweep this sell side. I'm not sure about the ES. ES should do it as well, because I don't trust this 1 minute SMT, because the 1 minute SMT won't last. It may give you a short-term change from one swing high to another swing high, and then there will be another SMT, and then the trend will change again. So you keep catching this lower time frame ups and downs, and that will blow your account. Thanks for coming, joining us. So I think my target will be delivered. Shame that I couldn't take this trade because of news. This is a very clean. You got this breaker here, and then the first presented fair value gap just above this breaker, and you see there's no body candle close above this breaker here. This indicates the price is really bearish. It really wants to go to this sell side. And always refer to the daily level. The daily wick, if you see a long wick, that is your target. If price is just above the daily wick, 80% the price will go there. If the wick's never been traded back to, just same as the New York midnight open. These are sensitive levels. See that? A lot of people will try to catch this dip by the reversal. You see, price is dropping during the open and take out the sell side, and then aggressively bring it back up, trade it into this opening range gap, especially the 942 candle, a big displacement, but it failed at this. There's a tiny 1 minute CB here. And it just replies to that, reprice, and then fail to close above and aggressively bring it back down, and then just trade lower. Now target is reached. We will need to see how price is going to react here. Is it going to pull a reversal here? it can. You need to wait for this lower time frame, perhaps a 3-minute or 5-minute change in state of delivery with a fair value gap and inversion for price to get support. So first we need to wait for a swing high to form first around here. With a displacement around this level, and then you have a oops, and then you have a 1-minute inversion. Then you can think about a long, but for now just don't enter a long. There's no reason to long. Even at 19,600. Yeah, if price is aggressively dropping lower, take out the previous weekly low. Yes, because it's a weekly level, you can look for a long there. At least it will trace back up to this midpoint of this range, the 930 range. But we need to wait because price is reacting to this mid-level of this wick, right? This is like a gap, basically. ICT said the wick is a gap, right? So if this level is not holding, it will just send price lower without any retracement. Because I've seen this a lot. Because guys, you guys need to do back test. I strongly recommend back testing. Remember all these price action, it just keeps doing this over and over again. We have been seeing this drop like for since February. The NQ will keep dropping every time markets open and drops, right? Most of the time. Sometimes it drops 600 points, 1000 points, 300 points easily, 400 points. It will just keep giving this like breakaway gaps, 1 breakaway gap, 2 breakaway gaps. No, I did not take any trade. I just typed it because I missed it. Because there was a news. But the setup was pretty spot on, right? It's Friday, so I don't expect anything from Friday. You may get 1 or 2 good opportunity, and that's all. Like I said before, if there's still 2 levels, high timing levels for the ES and NQ. Let's see this. Let's bring out the wiki. There you go. The September level and the August level. If you look at the weekly, it's just doing this drop, retrace, right? And the next will be drop again, right? I think price will deliver to these lows for it won't be this week or next week, but I think it will. If you look at the daily as well, hard to say because it's the things going on now with Trump being a president. You know, his policy is changing every day, right? We know that Trump wants dollar to be cheaper because he doesn't want to pay the high interest for the US debt. He's paying because now the interest rate has to come down, and he has to put the dollar to cheaper dollar. We all know that cheaper dollar is good for indices, right? But sometimes it doesn't work like that, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. But long term, the stock market always goes up, right? In the long term, if you look at this, if you look at the QQQ and SPY chart, in the monthly chart, look, even though this drop, it means nothing, right? It's just a small drop. If you look at this chart as a 5-minute chart, it just gives you a first drop, right, with the change in state of delivery, and then you're waiting for the fair value gap to create and wait for price to come back up and then short it, right? So if the swing low form here, and price should come back up because it needs to create that fair value gap, right? So yeah, market will come back up, and then once it fills the fair value gap, the higher time frame one, and then it will fail again, and then it goes lower. Because time is fractal. If you look at price is fractal, right? If you look at the higher time frame chart, things happens in the higher time frame. It happens in the lower time frame as well. So if you take away the price on the right hand side, it doesn't really matter, right? You look and take away the time, you don't know which time frame you're on, and you don't know which price you're on. You're purely looking at the candles. They're all the same. Doesn't matter if it's a monthly chart or 15-second chart, right? It's just the candle printing time is different, right? So basically now we need to wait for 10:30. 10:30 is the regular trading hour, 1 hour candle open. So every hourly candle open, the price will be a little bit more volatile, and there's also a power of 3 happening whenever the candle open, right? So if that's an hourly candle, you expect the power of 3 will be a little bit larger. So that's why you always see this 10:30 price start reversing, or 11:30 the price start reversing. This is why. Like ICT said, time then price, right? Because without time there's no price. So you have to look at the time factor. It's more important than price. aggressively dropping, and so does my ETH short. I'm still on this short. Guys, if you are interested in trading cryptos, you can join my Discord, sign up for the membership, and then I will give you daily trade signals for the cryptos. I have like, how many trades I took? I mean around 20 trades since February, mid-February till now. Around 20 trades for the crypto trades. Win rate about 80%. Basically, I'm killing every single move because crypto, once you can master this NQ and ES, right? Crypto is much more easier because it's slower. Sometimes you say, oh, Bitcoin is the price fluctuated like 10,000 points, right? But no. In the percentage wise, it's not that much. Usually the crypto move is very slow. Look at this. It chops and accumulating, and then you just apply your ICT knowledge on it, and then you will see a trade easily. Like today, the trade I took for the ETH short, it was around 2007. I shorted there. Why I took this trade? Because you see, it's doing the same as like NQ, right? Price, they are all different, or they're all the same. There's no difference. Doesn't matter it's crypto or euro or gold, they're all the same. See, they took the buy side during the London section on Monday and come back down, form a BPR here and lines up with the daily BC, and price failed, closing above the daily BC. So when I see this, and I knew that the daily BC acts as a inversion, and then once it broke this Wednesday candle, 8 AM candle, and I see the candle close below this, and I see a short. And because it's a crypto, you also can use the BTC chart, like the ETH BTC chart. So basically, if any crypto you are trading, you just type your coin and then BTC at the back, and then you will find a BTC chart. You try to use the Binance chart, it's got more volume, right? So the candle looks better, and this tell me what's ETH doing comparing to the BTC. So the other day was on Thursday, I saw this candle close below this daily BC and turns in this daily BC as a daily inversion. I tweeted about this. I said, because I was in the long, I said the long wasn't looking so good, so the long took the TP1, so I took the profit, and I saw this, I closed it, and I was waiting for this candle to open and then give me more candle bodies. And once it's doing that, trading lower, this is like a, if you look at this like we're trading NQ, right? You will short here, right, to aim for the sell side. So basically you apply the same thing in here, and this indicates that if this chart is going lower, means ETH is going lower, no doubt. Also, like I said before, this CME chart on Thursday, yes. Thursday, price is up here, 88,000. I said the gap is likely to be filled, and you see the devil's mark here is likely to be tapped. So I know that BTC will drop. So when BTC drops, all cryptos are going to drop. It doesn't matter. Is it Dogecoin or whatever, XRP, you know, Solana, they all going to drop. So that's why I took the ETH short. It's pretty easy because I think because they're not as much as like how do I say it, like parties work trading this assets, right? I think the big money in the crypto is far less than the big money in the ES and NQ. So sometimes on the NQ or ES, you see if there's two big party fighting for the price, you will see price chops, right? But I think in crypto, it's less big money involved, right? Even though there is a big market cap, but comparing to the ES and NQ, crypto is nothing. It's only like a few $1 trillion market, right? It's nothing. So it only take a few whales to move the market. It's so easy to move the market. And especially now all the money is in BTC, and all coins are, most of them are very dead, really, because there's no money involved in them. When there's no money in them, it's easy to pump old coins, right? So I would say, yeah, it's more volatile in a way, but if you look at BTC and trade ETH, it's easier. You don't go and trade XRP or Dogecoin. If Elon Musk comes out tomorrow and tweet about Dogecoin, it will pump like 20 or 30%. There's no point trading that. Like the Trump coin, I said it before. Like people trading Trump coins is literally giving money to Trump. The people will say, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire, overnight millionaire, right? Look at this crap. The day it launches, I was telling my friend, right? Trump launched a coin because he was telling me that he want to buy into Trump coins. I said no, don't do that, because there's millions of Trump coins out there. You don't know which one is which one is official, right? And then I saw this coin. It was $20 when I first saw this. And then the next minute I saw this and I read again, and then it pumped to what, 50, and then all the way to 78. And people were so hyped up about this coin, right? And look at that. Back to $10. And the funny thing is, it's respecting every PD arrays. Look at that. You use ICT, you can trade this, right? All-time high comes down and comes one more time back up. Failed change in state of delivery, right? Fair value gap, wait for price to come up, fail to close above the top half of the 1 hour CB, you short here, and look, you hold it, you short from 59, you hold it all the way to $10. Easy, right? Basically nothing to do, because once you miss the move, you can't really get back on if price don't offer you a retrace. Straight to previous weekly low. Now we have to wait for the ES. If ES take the previous weekly low as well, then we don't have a bullish SMT, and it can sort of maybe just chop, and then we look for a bullish SMT before we look for longs to go back up maybe into the mid-level. But since this hourly candle is how many points, 800, 200 points, so perhaps it's this half of this hourly candle which is aligned with the daily wick CE. No, I don't know. You need to wait, because if you too married to your bias, like you want to long, and then you just say you say to yourself, when can I long, then you will end up forcing yourself to find a trade and try to long, because when you want to long, say your mind is telling you you want to long, so whenever there's a green candle, you think that's it, that's the long signal, right? Because you already wanted to long, right? That's how you get yourself some losing trades, right? Instead of thinking about when to long, let the price tell you, hey, it's time to long, right? Then usually that will work. It's like today I have this target, right, before the market open, right? Then I need to look for is some signal that tell me I have to short. It gave me a signal there, but because of the news, I didn't take it. And after the news, it was a bit late, because my take was it may come back up to the first presented fair value gap one more time and then fell again, but it didn't, so it did not give me the opportunity or to come back to the breaker, test the breaker again. It just rolled over. So, and then once it's rolled over, I was looking at this 1 minute CB. So if it's come back up to this CB and fail to close above this CB, and that's a short, but it offers no secondary entry. It did not do the accumulation here. Usually price, it will drop and then do a reaccumulate and then drop again, right? But today it just do it in one go. Because you look at the 5 minute, there's no swing high, no swing low. It just went, it just drop, right? Now because the price going to take the previous weekly low, right? Say if you want to long, there's a risk. You can turtle soup this, because there's a technique ICT taught. It's called turtle soup, right? So once the price sweep a major liquidity level, then you enter a counter trade. Like, so now it sweep, and when it come back up, and you enter the long, and you risk 25 points to 30 points is the risk you can take. If you can take that risk, then you can do it, because nobody knows what's gonna happen, right? But if you will say, oh, I need to be safe, I need to have more confirmation, then ICT taught us so many tools. You know, we need to decide which tool we're gonna use. Some people use turtle soup. A lot of people, the guy called, what is called, I can't remember, Romeo or something like that. Yeah, he teach people how to use turtle soup, right? But you look at that, if you enter long here, say you enter long here now, 30 points, 20 points, say 25 points, let's say 30 then. You aim for two R. It's the risk you can take. Then go for it. Look, the target is there. It's not impossible, it's still doable. Right, it's a 2R trade. 60 points. See that? So turtle soup is possible, right? It's the risk you want to take. Yeah. There's no right or wrong about a method, like how you're gonna trade, as long as it gives you the 2R. That's what you're really looking for, 2R. Because you need to be mathematically right. This 1 minute busy need to hold. I don't want to see price close into the bottom half of this busy. Then you can long here. Aim for 2R as well. Right. I might try this. And doc from the 13th of March. I think I only use the end doc for within a week, and you can have the new week opening gap, yeah, up to 3 weeks, 4 weeks. because I think ICT said it before. The new day opening gap only good for 1 week, I think. Once it's past a week, it will be a less weight. It's going lower. Cutting this. Maybe one more tap below and then reverse. Maybe like this. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, you can join. Links in the chat. 1050 macro. Price just moved back up now. This 1 minute candle has a devil's mark. And 5 minute looks bearish still. It closes below this up candle. Where's this? Bullish SMT now. I'm not going to long. I think this is going lower. And maybe I can do a short. You have 2 PD arrays here. 3, not 2. A very short block, a CB, and a busy. So these 3 PD arrays should hold price down. See that? Let's look at YM. And it should be another drop before it's come back to the range. Let's have a look. Price had to close above these candles to confirm moving back up. Thanks for that. I hope I can help. If it just taps into here and fail to close inside the upper part of this busy or CB, it indicates it wants to go lower. So we need to see a displacement candle through these 2 PD arrays and take out these buy stops here for it to go higher. Otherwise it's just going to grind lower, making a lower low, lower high, and lower low, and lower high, and lower low, and lower high, lower low. You can short here for 2R. There's nothing to do here. From there to there is another 35 points, 40 points. Yeah. Let's have a look at SPY and QQQ. See, that's what I was talking about earlier on in the stream. When you are trading NQ and ES, you have to look at this chart. Price was around this level when the market opens. Before market opens, it showed me the pre-market price was a little bit lower. So with the gap higher than the price, and the price was open lower, I suspect that the price will be bearish, right? And like I said, take out this low and comes back up, fill the gap, then you can long that, right? But it failed. It had a strong push. Like I said before, if it's close, look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour went through it aggressively. So we are looking at this low and this gap. Yeah. And now price swept all the sell side and traded back into the gap. Then I think this weekly objective is done, and next week it will restart. So maybe next week we'll work all the way back up. Take out these people here who are shorting, and then we will decide whether it's going higher or come lower. Same as the Bitcoin chart. Look at this Bitcoin CME futures chart. Like I said before, it will trade into this gap. It will, always will. And then it always traded back to the gaps. We refer to the look left, and then you look at the back, the history price action. All this gap created all get filled. So now the job is done. We need to wait for price either comes back up, find support from this gap and go higher, or through this gap and start working to the sell side around here. Who were longs, hoping it will go to the moon. It's a nice market maker buy model from the euro. With the bearish on the dollar, so expect euro to go higher. High, lower low, then lower high, maybe another lower low, into the lunch macro 10, 11:30, and then work its back up. Maybe you can look for a long entry during the PM section. Depends how the lunch macro works, right? Sometimes the lunch macro will play the evil move. It will aggressively move back up to the range mid during the lunchtime, because that's how it works, right? When all these big money, the people, they go to lunch, they turn off their computers, and then the algorithms start working, taking them out, right? So it's always wise to close your position before 12 p.m. because once 12 p.m. the time, it will allow the price to do the stop hunts. So where are the stops? Right? It's the people shorting from here. A lot of retail traders won't short from the 9:30 open. They usually wait for maybe the previous daily low got taken out, and then the candle open below it, they will short from there. So 10 o'clock. So if price want to spool back up, it will go to 10 a.m. high, right? Displacement. Flip the 1 minute CB as a inversion. Then you have a breaker here. like this. Last one. Want to see speed. Don't want to see a close below the breaker. The 3 minutes looks good. Not looking good. It's going lower. The BC is still holding. But it's got a devil's mark, I think. Oh no, it's not. Flipping that 3-minute busy as an inversion, then no long. Only short. today. Price is so bearish. Look at that. Wrong time. Watch out for that devil's mark. 1 minute to 11:30. $11.30 should go higher, I think. $11.30. Go lower. Tap the devil's mark. Sometimes when price is dropping, you want to look at 3 minutes and the 5 minutes, because a 1 minute structure change, if you can't see it in the 3 minutes and 5 minutes, usually may not be that good. The 3 minute BC is holding. Let's look at the 5. There's a 5 minute fair value gap here. That's a long. Price should stop out some of these 5 stop. You should hunt those one who shorted around after 10:30. sloppy. No energy to break away from this range. I think the AM session is done. Guys, please smash the like button for me. Thank you. Okay guys, I think that's all for today. 2 hours for today, but I'm still up throughout this week. If you haven't joined my Discord, please join. There's a free section, you can join there, or if you want some more trade signals from the crypto side and also the forex, you can join the membership. From now, I think the NQ will just chop and maybe go even lower one more time. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye now.